I am Swamedeep from Team Astres, and we were building agentic wallet. So using our agentic wallet, you can just or your agent can just pay to any Exporo 2 based API or do any kind of financial activities on Algorand. So in round two, that is our status that we have built a agentic wallet which can do algorithmic native payments, can trade and swap, and MCP was deployed. This is the glimpse of basically our agentic wallet. So see, this is Claude with setup of Algorand, our agentic wallet. See, it has that particular balance. Now it can pay. For example, if I just say tap something like, can you pay 0.01 to Satoshi.algo, it will be able to pay to that particular user because this Claude agent has access to our MCP or agent wallet. See, it has done the transaction. This is the transaction ID. So now there is another API which is Explorer 2 enabled in Algorand. So I'm telling that pay to it. So it will eventually pay that particular API on Algorand because our Claude has access to Pixa wallet MCP. So that is the whole goal for our round 2. See, it got the paragraph response which was Explorer to get it. So this was done till round 2, but in round 2, after round 2 we are focusing on multi-chain payments. Means up till now it can only done the payment to Algorand, but it can now pay from Algorand to Base, Solana, any other chain. Also, it can search semantically on the official bazaar the new APIs. Like it can search any kind of API semantically on bazaar. It can do any kind of payment to any chain you name which has export to support. So yeah, also it has 3 level of autonomy, and we have research about users. See, now when I say that, hey, can you search Bazaar for pizza services? What it does, it tries to search the Bazaar semantically. See, it queries search Bazaar like tool, and it semantically search and got that particular API. And notice that this particular API is listed on base. Now I will tell that, can you pay to this API? But like my wallet is basically Algorand wallet, but it will pay to a API which is on base. So the secret behind it is we are maintaining a treasury in our backend. So basically our wallet pays to that treasury, and eventually we pay from that treasury to particular that API which they needs, and we charge some amount of extra charge for a different chain API. See, it has done the payment and I got the pizza order. You can see that the recipient is on base. That's the magic of Pixa. Also, if I just say that just give me the transaction hash of base, so it will give me the transaction hash of base. You can see that eventually, like in the previous video I have shown you the transaction of Algorand. You can check it to that, and now it has like we can show that this is the transaction of base. If we just go to the token, you can see that, yeah, 44 seconds ago. That's the thing. Also, we have integrated another feature which is basically, like this is the user for non-tech users or the developer who are using agents. It can just summarize all of your daily spendings and give you a beautiful chart about your spending and budget limits. So you have just built in expense tracker and your guardrail. It's just like a dashboard which you can monitor your agent. Yeah, that's it. Now let's talk about the business model. The core agent or the core agent MCP or the wallet is free for Algorand native APIs, like I show you in round 2, that like these for specifically Algorand native Explorer 2 APIs, this MCP will be free. But for doing different chain payments, like if the user want to pay to Solana or Base or any other chain rather than Algorand, so he needs to pay some extra amount from that particular charge of that API. If it's like something $0.001, then it needs to pay 0.002. That's the thing. Also, it has huge potential cause from a user point of view, a user can just pay to any API from Algorand wallet and it gets the power of Algorand instant settlement. That's the thing. So now let me show you the autonomy update we have done. So the user has the option to select how much autonomy he want to get. So see, here is the three options basically. First, he can set always human in the loop, so it will need always approval. Second, it can connect fully autonomous, it can just do anything. And the third is basically the session based, like you will enable that for this time this specific amount of the money you can spend. So that is the whole part of autonomy. It is based on user. Thank you.